Hi guys, this is the doll that we're going to be doing next. She is going to be a fallen angel. At least that's what I'm going to try to do for her. I have a problem with less is more. I get started on something and sometimes I can't stop myself from adding stuff. But she is a Paradise Galleries Angel of Love doll. Now, she was brand new in the box, still has all of her wrappings and everything. So I went on eBay, and this is how you can tell the value of a doll. Go on eBay and type in, I mean, if you know the name of the doll, obviously I have the name of this doll. Go on eBay, type in the name of the doll in the search box, and then on to the left hand side, click on completed, and I think we'll click on completed auctions or paid auctions, something like that. It's down at the bottom. It will show you what people have actually paid, not what sellers are asking, because even though sellers were asking $30 and $40, people weren't paying that much. The very top listing was she was sold for $3, mint in the box. So I'm not concerned that I'm going to be destroying an heirloom. To be honest, I personally think that she's kind of an ugly doll. She has got giant hands and feet. Her hands, can you see how big them hands are? I mean, compared to my hand for a doll, that is huge. And look at her feet. That's huge. They're huge. Plus her face is kind of weird to me. I don't know what it is about it. I just don't care for it. Not my thing. Plus, I'm a little peeved because see this picture? They make it look like she's holding her hand up like this and the little bird is perched on her finger. See? That's the most that I could get her hand bent. I have bent it and bent it and bent it. It will not stay bent. And the bird, oh geez. Plus the stand is horrible. I'm going to end up having to buy a stand for her because this stand is one of these chintzy little oval ones, and it's just, see, she wants to keep tipping over. You'd think them big feet of hers would keep her standing up, but no. Anyway, this bird, boy, they spared no expense with this doll. I'm telling you what, I don't know what she cost when she was brand new, but the person who paid $3 probably paid about what this whole thing was worth. Anyway, the bird is like cardboard. It's made out of cardboard. And that's how you attach it to her hand, by a piece of double-sided foam tape. That's just going to look stupid. I mean, look at that. That's going to look stupid. Not to mention, look at these flowers. They're like not even as good a quality as what the dollar store would have. They're just cheaply, she's just cheaply done all the way around. So she's going to be our fallen angel. And as usual, we have to remove all of her accoutrement. I know I just butchered that. I don't care. So let's take her dress off. I have to take her off of the stand. Ooh. I think I fixed the lighting issues, though. I hope I fixed the lighting issues. Okay. So all of her pantaloons actually are not dry rotted. I think this makes the first doll I have ever gotten where the elastic was still intact on her drawers. Nice. Okay. So I have to get up underneath this hair. She's got snaps. She's got nice closures. I mean, it's not all Velcro and stuff. She's just so cheap looking. I mean, I have issues with that. But her face isn't horrible. I mean, I could live with her face. She'll make a good fallen angel. With this blonde hair and the alcohol ink, I can make that work. We may have to put a streak of color in her hair just because. Because with alcohol ink, you can do that on this synthetic doll hair. You can color it. Don't use alcohol ink in your own hair, because that alcohol is strong. Okay, so we have this pageant dress off. Now I have to get the hair off, because while I'm going to reuse the hair, I just don't know that I want to work around it. It come off real simple. I mean, look how easy that came off. And this is something I've never seen before. She has a clear pate. You can see what she's thinking. Ugh. Okay, now, I said in the first video, usually when you go to take the eyes out, usually that glue is the brown color. That's the brown color I was talking about. This glue is a beast. I'm probably going to destroy this pate getting it off because they've glued it so much. And I don't want to leave her eyes in. What do you think? Should we leave her eyes in and just go with it? Because of that. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let me see if I can gently pry it off. I have my X-Acto knife, and I could try to get it up underneath the edge. Pardon my eyes. Well, I don't know if this is going to work. Maybe. I hear some cracking. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I have my hands safely out of the way because I don't want to be going to the hospital over a doll. They ask questions, and when you tell them you make horror dolls, you get one of two reactions. No, one of three reactions. I've had 3 reactions. A lot of people are genuinely interested. And you say, you know, I make horror dolls. And they say, oh, really? Like what? And then I pull out my phone and they're genuinely interested and they want to see the pictures. Or you get the people who look at you and say, oh, okay. And then walk away. Those are fun. And I actually had one lady who kind of basically told me I was going somewhere hot. And how did I sleep at night? I told her with the heat down a little bit and a layer of blankets on. That's how I sleep at night. Very comfortably. Thank you for asking. Oh my goodness. But most people are genuinely interested and don't, you know, give me a lot of self-righteous crap about it. Thankfully. I mean, I've done craft shows and I've sold dolls at craft shows. But, matter of fact, the last craft show I did, there was a gentleman in the booth next to us who said that his wife was organizing another craft show and would I be interested. Well, sure. Yeah, that sounds good. And this was before Halloween, which is kind of my peak season. And I said, but it's not being run by a church, is it? Because that's where I know I'm going to run into some problems. And he says, well, you know, it's for a church or it's in a church or something like that. And I thought, yeah, no, that's not for me. I am not going to subject anybody to my dolls that I think it will make them uncomfortable. And I'm not going to sit in a booth for 3 days feeling uncomfortable because I'm in a Catholic church with demon babies. You know, it just, it didn't seem right to me. Okay, we got the front part open. Woohoo! Let's see if I can gently pry off. We got it. Yeah. Yay. There she is. See all that glue on the eyes? That's when it gets real, because that stuff is so hard to get off. It gets so goopy. All right, I am going to move her clothing out of my way. I'm going to move her wings. Look, we're going to give her wings. Move them out of my way. Move the papers, anything flammable, out of my way. I'm tired today. I didn't do nothing either. I need to dust my house. My house is so dusty. And this weekend I'm going to try to get in here and reorganize, but I don't know. That's one of those things. I want to do it. I really want to get in here and reorganize everything, set everything up nice. But then it comes time to do it. And I know that in order to do this, I have to like move furniture out. And I start rethinking, do I really want to do that? I don't know. And a lot of the times I'll say, no, let's do something else instead. It works for me. I mean, right now I have everything set up where I want it. It works. In those drawers back there, I have supplies. You can see right there, that is dollar store, those little plastic dollar store princess headbands that has different color hair on it. I buy those and I use the hair for my dolls. I'll cut it and like glue it in. I have my table here with my alcohol inks and pigment colors, and I have a bookshelf here that's got all my other stuff on it and my paint rack. I'm content, but more space would be nice. I could use a couple flat surfaces. I don't have any flat surfaces in this room at all because this is my Christmas and Halloween decorations. So, you know. But the thing is, even if I pull everything out, I have to put it all back in. We don't have anywhere else to put it. I don't have a basement. I don't have an attic. So, and I'm not going to part with that stuff. I love that stuff. That's my stuff. You know? All right, we're going in with the tweezery things. I think they're called, what are they called? Not forceps. Maybe forceps. Ooh. Oh, that's a lot of stretchy glue. All right, we got one eye out. That is a lot of glue. Ah, get off. Wow. 2 eyes out. Yikes. Yikes. Can you see the string? I got strings. My goodness. Jeez. While the glue is wet, I'm going to try to peel it away from the eye opening. Just so in case I decide to put different eyes in there, they'll go in without glue showing. The amount of glue in here, it's like 1/4 of an inch thick on the inside of this doll's head. And that is just a bit ridiculous. Oh, it's lifting up, the whole thing. Look at that. Isn't it crazy? Come on. Goodness. And this stuff is sticky. I hate it when it's sticky. Oh. Goodness. That is a, and that wasn't even all the glue. There's still more, like, underneath. Can you see all that? That's still in there? Jeepers. I think they meant for them eyes to stay in, but, well, I'm not having it. I don't want them. They're not staying in. I might reuse them after now I clean them up. Jeez, goodness gracious, this is just a nightmare. Look at that. Thankfully, it comes off, you know, relatively easy. But geez, I think that was a little bit of overkill. I think they cut into their profits with all the extra glue they use. Seriously, I can't get it off. I'm just trying to clear it off the top of her head now. And I'm trying to get this off. And it's being difficult. Well, I'm not strong enough to get this off. This is ridiculous. I am not going to let this doll best me. I'll tell you that right now. All right. Good enough for now, except for these glue strings that I now have. Like, it's everywhere. My gosh, people say glitter is the herpes of crafts. I'm thinking it's these glue. Can't get rid of it. Jeez. Okay. So we got her good. I'm checking her to make sure there's no like big massive cracks or chips or anything like that. Now she does have eyelashes. See that? They're not the best looking eyelashes in the world, but I don't hate them. I don't know if I can get them off without ruining them, because they're super hard to work around. But at the same time, gluing these suckers on, ooh, that's a hard one. Getting them just right, and all I'm doing, if I can't even see because I can't get a finger in there, is grabbing a hold of them with my thumbnail and pulling on them. I'll set them off to the side. Maybe I'll reuse them, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Probably not, because as I'm pulling them off, some of them are staying behind. So that won't come off. This one is saying no. See, I just ripped part of it. If you're going to save these, set them somewhere where you can find them again, but not where you're going to come across them when you're not thinking about it and think they're centipedes. Ask me how I know about that, because I'll show you what they look like on my desk in a second. And I know I've said before I keep everything, and that includes eyelashes. So, and to be honest, these are even more centipede looking than the other ones. Okay. All right, this is what, that's it, stand again. This is what they look like. Let me see if I can get out of the way of the light. See that? Doesn't that look, go this way. Where are they at? Right there. Don't those look like centipedes? I mean, wouldn't that be enough to make you go, oh my God, and try killing it? It did me. That much I can tell you. Okay, let's see. Well, I should never touch stuff. I do better when I don't touch stuff. Never learn. I just never learn. Those eyeballs had so much glue on them. This is what they look like now. Now I can get the glue off by carefully picking it. And, you know, I can heat it up a little bit because these eyes are plastic. They're not glass or anything. But I have some of the glass eyes in different colors. Actually, these are not glass. These are also acrylic. But I have these in different colors that just look better. I really like the thought of the red ones. I mean, if we're going to do a fallen angel, let's do, you know, a fallen angel. Give her some red eyes. I don't know, would a fallen angel have red eyes? Let me see if I can stick my fat fingers in here and hold one in and see what it looks like. They have little stems on the back, but you kind of still have to be able to kind of hold on to them to see what they look like, you know? What do you think? Do we like the red, or do we want to stay with the blue? Let me know in the comments below, because if we like the red, I'll use these, and if we like the blue, we can use those. What other colors have I got? Oh, I've got these ones that are kind of like blind eyes. They're the right size eyes. Let me get it out. Well, okay. Ooh, those might work good. What do you think? Put it up for a vote. Red eyes, blind eyes, or, you know, normal eyes. You let me know, and that's what we'll do. Got a whole drawer full of eyeballs there. Okay. All right. So, as per the usual, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a paper towel, and I'm going to take the 91% isopropyl rubbing alcohol. And this stuff is super cheap. I got a big giant bottle of it at Meijer, and I think we paid like $2 or $3 for a big bottle of it. So it's not expensive. All right, we're just gonna soak this paper towel. And this stuff is very strong smelling, so please work in a well-ventilated area. And I'm just going to completely rub this all over her. Even though she was new in the box, she's still been sitting around for a long time in conditions that I don't know. This is not going to take off the glue where her hair was. What I will probably end up doing is using the Dremel tool and sanding that off. Just a light sanding. Well, it is actually getting some of it off, but I think that's just more from me rubbing it than it is the alcohol doing anything. All right, so rub this everywhere, in her eyes, over her mouth and nose, around her neck. I mean, you really want to get it good and clean. Her hands, her big giant man hands. I shouldn't say that. My youngest daughter is a very tall girl, and she has very big hands, and she was blessed with larger feet. And whole time growing up, people used to make fun of her, and I'd tell her, you know, tall trees need big roots. So don't let that worry you. I've just never seen them on a doll before. Never. They're always so dainty and delicate, you know. Okay, So, got that. I'm going to put a little bit more on my already wet towel, and I'm going to kind of go over that glue again and see if it was the alcohol getting it off or if it was just me rubbing it. I think what I'm doing is I'm seeing like little pilly bits that I thought was glue, and it's actually where the glue is scrubbing my alcohol off of my towel. So the alcohol ain't getting that glue off. It never had before, but I thought maybe, you know, maybe this one was special. Oh my goodness. Okay. Done. Put that away. Away. Make sure that's not hot. Put that away. Now, my Dremel tool right now is set up with this bit right here. It is just a, carbide tip. I don't know the technical term for it. It's a pointy tip with scratchy sides. And what I'll do, this is loud. I apologize in advance. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I'm going to show you what I do. I'm going to see the ickies right here. I'm just going to take this and rub that off. That's it. This will also take off the glue from the top. The only problem is when you do this on the glue, it gums the bit up, which makes the bit useless for the rest of the glue until you clean it off. So you got to be careful doing this glue. It'll get everything all gummy and gross. See what I mean? That's that glue. So I'll sit here and I'll pick this off, and here's what I'm going to do before tomorrow. I am going to do her coat of matte medium, and if there's time after that dries, I will do the colored pencil texturing on her skin. You guys remember what that's about. It was in the other video. You take a colored pencil, and I think for her, if we're going to do a fallen angel, I think we should do maybe a gray. Let's try gray. At least I can show you what it looks like. You start like right at the base of the neck, and you're going to make like swirly patterns, just like woggly, wiggly, swirly patterns like that, all over the porcelain areas on the doll. That's it. Then when you're done with that, because these are watercolor pencils, you take a scruffy old brush or any old brush, wet it with water, dab the water off. You just want it damp. And you're going to stipple the brush onto the doll like this to blend it. So I will do all of that. I got to wipe that off now, because if I put the matte medium over that, it won't blend. So I will get that done, and then tomorrow we will move on to the final look. Well, not the final look. I mean, this doll is not going to be a 2-episode shot, but you know, the final look for her skin, whatever we decide to do. I don't have any clues right now, except that I know that the fallen angel I have in my head has like tattered, grayed, kind of like a dirty look. That's what's in my head. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, and we can change it. Right now, before I put that alcohol ink on the wings and stuff, we can change it. Once it's done, it's done. Can't go back. So if I'm wrong, please tell me before I do all of it. So thank you for joining me, and I look forward to this. This one is good. Like I said, it's going to be a challenge for me. You'd think that because there's not that much to do, that it's going to be a breeze. But no, not for me. Because like I said, I have a big problem with knowing when to say when. I like to go over the top. You know, I would add all kinds of stuff to this. I'd add horns. I would make this like a demon doll. That's the direction I would go. But the fallen angel doll is intriguing me and perplexing me and scaring me a little bit, to be frank. It feels like all I'm going to do is dirty her up and then call it done. And I don't want it to be like that. So we're going to do her skin and make her skin look more realistic. And we'll go from there. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm excited for this. I hope you are too. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it so very much. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe and give me a thumbs up if this is something that interests you. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.